Hi, Natasha here. Thanks for joining me. We are doing a kettlebell and step platform class. You'll need both of those pieces of equipment. It will be a minimal cueing class, starting with a brief couple of stretches, 3 warm-up drills, and then 1-minute timed drills. Go ahead and come into a plank and just wake up the back with some cat-cows, down dog, up dog. Step your right foot up for a lunge position. And switch. Warm-up exercise 1 will be step-ups. You can step alternating or you can progress to box jumps. Warm-up drill number 2, moving into kettlebell swings. Hike the kettlebell back and thrust those hips forward. Great work. The third and final warm-up drill will be bridge hip lifts. You can do this on your bench or you could do it right on the floor. Feet shoulder width apart, squeeze the butt on the way up, lift those hips, press down into the feet, and keep your adductors, your inner thighs, active. Perfect. Any last minute stretches, especially for the hamstrings? Exercise 1 are deadlifts from the top of your step, trying to find a little bit more range of motion than you would from the ground. Grab your kettlebell and step up onto your bench. Flat back, hip thrust forward. Reach those arms nice and low. Pay attention to your hamstrings. Only go as low as it feels safe in your body. Keep the core engaged. Nice. Come on down for exercise 2. You'll have one foot on the bench holding your kettlebell for a split lunge, one with a hip hinge, one with a stacked spine. At the halfway point, we'll switch legs. Grab the kettlebell in your right hand. Walk your left toes to the middle of the bench. Step up. Give yourself enough space where it's comfortable. You can hop it forward if you need to. And here we go. One hip hinge lunge and one dipping down, knee towards step. Hinge and lunge. Maybe the kettlebell touches towards those toes, and then your hips pull back, shoulders over hips. And get ready to switch legs and switch hands. Right toes up, left hand holds kettlebell. Fold it and lunge it, knee back towards bench. And time. Setting up for your next exercise, we'll be laying on our back, holding the kettlebell in our hands for some abdominal work. If for some reason you don't fit on your bench, you can do this on the mat as well. Otherwise, come on down. We're going to do a full extension to a crunch. Arms and legs will go away from the body, and then everything will tuck in. You'll do an abdominal roll up to boat. Here we go. Arms and legs extend, crunch it in, tuck, and roll up to boat. Stick the chest through. Work on using the weight as a counterbalance. Open, tuck, roll forward, try to straighten out. Great work. Exercise 4, figure 8 with the kettlebell as you go up and over the bench. This might take some practice maneuvering the bell through the legs. Do the best you can. You can always slow yourself down and repeat any of the drills that are difficult for you. Here we go. Start with one foot on top, up and over, figure 8 the kettlebell behind the leg. Trying to find a flow with it. And if that's not happening where it flows through the leg, take a moment to stop the momentum before you go up and over. You can play around with pacing and see what works for you here. One thing to note, make sure you're keeping a flat back, using a hip hinge as opposed to rounding the spine. All right, and time. Heart rate's probably up on this one. Take a couple breaths, maybe a sip of water. Moving into a snatch, followed by a step up, and we'll alternate right, left. Set your kettlebell up on your bench. You're gonna hike it back and snatch it up, right hand. snatch, step up, right, left, rack, set it down, switch, snatch it up, left, up, down, down, rack, set the kettlebell down. If you struggle with snatches with a kettlebell, they are quite challenging. Feel free to use a single heavy dumbbell. Great job. Quick recovery. The next one is a little more complex. You might take some time to get to know it. Starting on top of the bench, you're going to lunge back and bring the kettlebell under the leg. Single leg deadlift. Put that foot back on top. Deadlift to high pull. Sounds like a lot. You'll have time to practice it. Starting on top, take the kettlebell into your left hand. Left foot's going to lunge back. Pass it under. Single leg deadlift. Both feet down. Bent over to high pull. Right hand, right foot steps back. Lunge, pass. Single leg deadlift. High pull. Work on getting the sequence and then take it at your own pace. Awesome job. Next one, we'll lay down on our back with the kettlebell in our hand for 2 chest presses. Sit up, Russian twists. Go ahead and lay down. You can bring your knees up to tabletop, and we'll pull the kettlebell to the chest and press it up twice. Go. Chest to sky 2 times. Full sit up. See if you can balance in boat and bring your kettlebell from hand to hand with the trunk rotation. Come on back and repeat the sequence. Dip and press. Press that low back down. Roll up, hand to hand, Russian twist. If you need to modify, you could keep the kettlebell in both hands on the twists. You can put the legs down, or you could even do this without a kettlebell. Nicely done. Go ahead and set the kettlebell down for the next exercise. We'll just use the bench. Tricep dips into hip thrusts. And we'll do 4 of each. Here we go. Hands facing forward. Pull your hips off of the bench. Dip, bend the elbows back. 4 times. You can push your hips forward into a reverse table at the top if you like. Then slide those shoulder blades over the bench and hip thrust. And you can do this with single legs to make it a little more challenging. Keep repeating that sequence. Fingers forward, tricep dips, push the hips through. shoulder blades on the bench, hip thrusts, single or keeping both feet down if you need the modification. And time. The next one is a little bit of a longer combination, takes a little brain power again. You're doing a plank row 2 times, lunge, clean, step up, and push press on the bench. If you're not familiar with how to do a clean with a kettlebell, I would recommend doing this with a dumbbell. Come into plank, right hand on the step, left hand on your dumbbell or kettlebell. Plank position, here we go, row for 2. Elbow up behind the rib cage. Step the outside foot, I messed up here, your left foot forward, and then clean and press as you step the right foot on. Here we go, try it again. Plank 2 rows. Your outside foot steps forward, clean the weight, your inside foot steps onto the bench, up and down with a push press. Practice the drill. We'll stay on this side for a full minute. Nice. Hopefully you got that down because we're doing it again on the other side. This time, set up your plank, left hand on the bench, right hand on your dumbbell or kettlebell, walk into plank position. Here we go, right hand, row back, 2 and 1, step that right foot forward, outside foot, clean, left foot, inside foot, steps up with a push press. Step back to plank. Row, lunge forward, outside foot, clean weight, push press. Left foot steps up. Nicely done. Next exercise, we'll only be using the kettlebell. 3 different heights of a swing: a squat swing, a Russian swing about halfway up or 45 degrees up, into an American swing all the way over the head by the ears. Give yourself space in front of you. Hike the kettlebell back. The first one is a squat swing. Sit back, mid-level, and all the way up. Get that sequence. Squat swing, Russian swing, American swing, halfway all the way. On that squat swing, you're sitting the hips back as you throw the weight up. Beautiful job. Take a moment to rest. We are almost there. Next one will be box jumps into a handstand jump. You're going to try to bring those hips up. You can always modify the exercise by just doing step ups and maybe some plank jacks or mountain climbers if you don't want to jump up into a handstand. Get ready to jump up or you're stepping up. Here we go. Swing the arms, land light, jump down, hands down, hips up. And don't worry about how high you're getting, just jump up. See if you can tuck those knees into the chest. Just continue to jump up, one with the feet jumping, one jumping on the hands. Quick recovery. Our last timed drill will be rolling into a pistol squat and trying to stand up on one leg. The bench will be very helpful. If you want to make this more challenging, you could try to do it from the ground up. Here we go. Let's start in a boat pose, balancing your hips on the edge of the step so you have room behind you to roll. Go. Roll back, 1 foot down, try and lift up. So it's kind of like a half single leg squat. It will be great to train your pistol squats if you're working on that. All right, timer went off, but we're gonna keep working. Roll to a jump. Roll back, feet down, big explosive jump if you have it in you, or you could just roll to stand. Next move, lay on your back, reverse curl. Grab a hold of your bench. See if you can pull the hips up and twist tuck. Twist tuck. Roll down. Repeat. Roll up, reverse curl, twist knees to shoulder, twist knees other way using your core to keep your hips up and roll down. You'll feel this in the triceps too as you hold yourself up there with your upper body. Do the best you can. You're pressing into the shoulders, not the neck. If it does bother the neck, you can skip it or skip the twisting. Just tuck. This time when you roll down, leg flutters into little L splits. Split, 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 then reverse curl and tuck. Twist and tuck, twist. Roll down, repeat. Leg L shape, drop one leg, glue that low back down, and then reverse curl, twist and tuck. Almost there, hang tight. This time on those L switches, see if you can lift your shoulder blades off the mat and reverse curl, twist, tuck. Roll down as slow as you can. L switches, shoulder blades off the bench. Turn it into a crisscross with straight legs, elbow to knee twist. Big finale, breathe it out. Awesome. Rock yourself to a forward fold. Let your head be heavy, hips up. Ragdoll your way up, and this will be the last exercise. We'll set ourselves up in a plank, hands on the bench. 1 push-up, 1 side plank, give me 10. Beautiful job. Swing your hips into upward facing dog. Pull the heart through, shoulders down. Exhale, plank to down dog. Repeat that again. Roll through plank. Swing the hips through up dog on toes, shoulders down. Plank. Exhale, down dog. Chest lowers down, head shakes out. One more time, rolling through plank. Upward facing dog. Hit that plank. Press it back to down dog. I hope you had fun with that one. Let me know how it went. As always, thank you so much for working out with me. I appreciate it. You can take any last stretches and a couple deep breaths and have a beautiful day. Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next one.